I guess we are going live right away. You don't have to wear your headphones, but you want to get closer to your mic. It's KUHS, the stream, and you know, I always admit it. I stole that one from KUVO. I heard it on the air yesterday, and it was pretty good. Are we on the air? Are we like live yet? Do you know?
I think we are.
We are?
The light
Okay.
is red, so
Okay.
I was told that's the most important time.
Happy early birthday to you.
Yeah, we're a month out.
Elvina was born on Christmas Day, wouldn't you believe? So do you get doubled up, or what happens?
You know, as a kid, it's really strange because nobody's around to celebrate with you, so you're just kind of with your family.
Right.
So you kind of miss out on the cupcakes in the classroom and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But as an adult, it's so much better because everybody's already together.
Yeah,
you don't have to do the extra logistics.
It makes sense.
I'm with the most important people on my birthday.
That is awesome. Alvina Vasquez, boy, you've been busy lately. Alvina, tell them about your company, what you do.
So my company is Power Map. What we do is political advocacy and outreach programs. So.
And now you got another feather to hang on your cap. We got a victory in the Biden.
We did. We had a big victory. And, you know, I really think it's because of the work of the community, but whether you voted for Biden or Trump, I think the big lesson that we learned was when Latinos turn out to vote,
Yes.
that things happen, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So we had in 2018 was a big year for Colorado voters. We had like the third highest voter turnout in the country.
Yeah.
And guess what? More than 100,000 Latinos voted since 2018. So over 100, and let's see my numbers here. Nearly 100. So about 90,000 more Latinos voted in 2020 than in 2018.
That's amazing.
Which is huge because not only are we facing bigger challenges with housing and COVID and wages.
Right.
It's hard to get out of the house. It's hard to focus. You know, you got your kids trying to do online classes. You're trying to work. There's so many things distracting us.
Right.
It would have been so easy to been like, I can't do one more thing. I'm not going to do one more thing.
It makes sense.
So I just want to congratulate the Latinos that turned out this election. It's huge, but it doesn't stop here.
It does not stop here. Now, obviously, we got to get that other guy out of there and send him on his merry way. I mean, how much damage can an existing president do before the new one comes in?
I mean, he's trying to get as much, done as possible before he leaves. We hope he leaves in a nice way, traditional way. And if it doesn't happen, then we have the hands of the country and somebody that we hope will listen to us, that will continue to advocate for Latinos. Health care.
Right.
With COVID is going to become a pre-existing condition.
True that.
So our affordable health care needs to be better.
Yes.
Serve more people.
So there you go. You got to be proud of the fact that we've got a lady in the White House, Harris.
We have Senator Harris, now our future vice president. How amazing is it?
That is so cool. And she's so bright, so beautiful. It's going to be fun actually watching her talking because she is just brings that shine to her and the way she speaks.
She's so smart.
She's so very, very talented, very smart. And what do you think she's going to bring?
I think she's going to bring thoughtfulness. I think going through COVID, we won't be able to do these blunt ways to get help to folks. It's going to have to be more specific.
Right.
And I think she's going to be very thoughtful and strategic. In COVID, we see corporations that are fine, and yet we're still struggling to pay our month to month.
Right.
So we need to be more strategic in how we're getting the dollars to families, and I think she'll bring that thoughtfulness and the knowledge of what families are going through at the kitchen table, which I think sometimes gets forgotten.
Now, with Biden on the international level, do you think he'll continue those relationships that maybe were started by our current president, or how do you feel that on the international side?
I think there's going to be some trust rebuilt that was lost. I think one of the biggest fears of our current president was he was very moody, so it was like, how do we know when this is something real, or if this
Right.
is just a Twitter fight or whatever. So I think we're going to have, what we're going to have is steady leadership. You know, you're going to be able to wake up in the morning and not have to worry about what the country's doing. You can worry about what you're doing. I think that's what I'm
Exactly.
looking forward to.
Yes, yes. Now, with this going on, now the president is asking for recounts in every state that was, thin close. There's one that's saying, yeah, we'll do it, but you're going to have to give us $7.2 million. I forget what state that is.
I mean, that's the point. It's like these, first of all, Colorado has the best elections. It's so easy to vote here. We've been doing mail-in voting for a long time. A lot of these other states, had a learning curve, but they got through it. We had very safe elections. And instead of focusing on this fight, on this ego fight, he should be focusing on COVID relief, because COVID is going up and up and up.
Yes.
And he hasn't said anything.
Nothing about that.
And Latinos are on the front lines. We're working in the grocery stores. We're driving the buses. We're riding the buses. Like,
Yeah.
we need support.
Working hospitals and all of this stuff. I'm noticing that, we are trending up. My beautiful state of Nuevo Mexico is now on lockdown, and the numbers are just rising. Just yesterday, they had over 1,000 new cases, and because I keep tabs. But so is Colorado. I mean, the governor and the mayor are supposed to speak together actually today, and I think this is going to be a notice of lockdown.
And I think there's this challenge at the state level, because you can't shut down the state if there's no federal dollars to support the economy, to
Right.
support families.
Right.
So the states are put in this predicament where it's like, we don't have money to pay people to stay home, but we need people to stay home.
Right. And so it's a catch 2020 now. For you and your company, what do you got next?
So next we have legislative session. We're going to see, this is where, when beyond the ballot box, how are we staying engaged with the community?
Right.
Do you know what your local legislators are working on? What advice do you have for them, so that when they go to support bills, they know that it's helpful to you or if it's hurtful to you? Making sure that it's not just voting, that it's keeping in touch with your legislators, signing up on their website so that you get newsletters and that you know how to testify, how to stay involved. But also in our local, city council meetings. So
Right.
many budget decisions are being
Yes.
made in city council meetings.
I do, and I actually ran into it by mistake the other day. They were doing a live one, and they were talking about the East Colfax area and how they're going to rebuild that area. And it was ironic because I was coming down from the auto auction, and I decided to take a drive down to East Colfax, and it's pretty dilapidated, but how many displaced people is it, because what they do is they have these high rises, and you have these developers come in from other cities, from New York, let's say, and put them up and say, hey, this is the rent. If they want to live there, fine. If not, see you later,
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue. It's like you have to advocate at the very local level. School boards that are making decisions on remote learning or in-person learning. City, like you said, displacement, city council building. So many commissions that are actually public commission meetings.
Right.
So look at your city and what kind of commissions are that you can stay involved, whether it's arts, housing. There's commissions for everything where you can have your voice heard. So there's so many ways. Pick an issue, fight for it, advocate for it.
And it's ironic because in watching this city council meeting, there was not one rebuttal. Everybody came up one by one, and the mayor was there, and check. And I questioned some of the, things that they were discussing, and I'm like, why is anybody talking about this? But it's important, and you can catch it on Comcast Channel 8, I do believe, and you can see those live, and if you see something that's coming up, you definitely want to get involved. Now, as far as for your company, and obviously you helped with Jared Polis and getting elected, and I think you had a tremendous amount of reason for this election and the presidential election in the western part of the United States. What happened with my guy in New Mexico. Did he win?
He did win.
He
yeah.
did. What's his name?
Ben Ray Lujan.
Ben Ray Lujan. He won. All right, Ben Ray. Congratulations.
And talk about Latino and Native American and indigenous vote that turned around New Mexico and Arizona. Like Latino vote across the country was great.
Awesome. Awesome. That is so great to hear. So there you have it, folks. Su voto sí es su voz. And it's so important. Para la gente latina que están viendo ahorita y quieren saber más, ahorita Alvina Vázquez nos va a decir un poco de que lo que hizo ella de su parte para ayudar a ganar esta presidencia. Díganos.
Gracias, pues gracias a todos los votantes latinos que salieron a esta elección. Fue muy importante por las cosas que COVID nos está haciendo a nuestra comunidad, a todos que estamos enfermos, nuestras familias que están trabajando, están en la comunidad trabajando, pero no tienen dinero para estar
de todo, enfrente
de todo. No
sí,
tienen dinero para estar en la casa, no tienen dinero para estar con los niños que están estudiando por remoto, por computadora. Entonces es importante tener algo suficiente para que las familias puedan estar en la casa, pueden estar juntos, pero no ponerse en riesgo de COVID. So, estamos muy emocionados a ver si este presidente Joe Biden nos puede hacer más para nuestra comunidad en la inmigración, con salud.
La inmigración es algo muy importante y parece que ya están haciendo algo para ayudar a esas personas, esos niños que están ahí en esas...
los dreamers.
Sí, en las cárceles yo digo, porque ahí nomás los tienen abandonados y en realidad no los están cuidando. Vamos a hablar esto de lo que son los inmigrantes y todo eso. Vamos a ver qué hacen el siguiente 4 años en la presidencia. So now, as far as for you, what do you got going next? Obviously, you got the holidays. You got a birthday coming up.
Got a birthday coming up. I'm excited. You know, we can't travel. We're used to traveling. We're staying home. We canceled Thanksgiving. I encourage everybody, cancel Thanksgiving. Try to...
God, that's so hard.
We need a real... Like, it's hard for us, right? We hug each other.
Especially
we kiss each other.
Man.
I know.
You know, but yes.
We need to do it.
We have to do it, and, you know, we will get through this. You know, I went and got me a turkey this big. I had a turkey in my basket this big, but it just said no, and it's like this small. It's a little chicken, little head.
Well, what we decided to do is my sister's gonna make a turkey breast. I'm gonna make turkey legs.
Right.
And then we're gonna take them to my mom, so she gets different flavors of different kinds of turkeys. So we're gonna make them in different ways, and they're gonna eat it by themselves. But
so even Christmas maybe we won't.
Christmas maybe we won't.
Wow, yeah.
It's like 3 households is too many to be in a house.
Yes, and so we'll know today. I mean, the mayor and the governor are supposed to speak, and they're doing everything to try and keep our city safe, and there's just so many things. But you know, we're ecstatic that we had a little tinge of something to do with this presidential race, and I mean, you know, let's move on. Let's let the new administration do what they have to do, and scoot aside. You know.
Time to let it go, man. Let it go.
Look, you got 72 million followers. Get yourself a Jerry Springer show. You'll be fine. Okay. You agree?
I agree.
All right. Sounds good. Alvina Vasquez in studio at KUHS, and we always have the doors open to you, whatever things you got going and whatever issues are going and affecting our community. You think they need to get it out there, you know, it's always available to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for taking action this November.
And yes, I mean, and you know, we're not done yet. Like
we're not
he
done.
Says.
We gotta keep advocating. Gotta keep fighting. They can't forget that we voted for them, because then they won't work for us. They work for us.
Right. And I'm sure Salazar is very happy.
Of course, our former secretary, Ken Salazar, is very happy.
Yeah. So you reached out to all these people?
Yeah, so we had a Latino council of political leaders from across the state, from Greeley, Larimer County, Denver County, Pueblo, So what we did was we'd meet once a month and just, or once a week and get creative. We had sign waving going on across the state. We had different events. We had the Green Chili Cook-Off. We did the Congressional Hispanic Caucus event. So it was like different ways to like get attention because it was so hard in COVID. There is no live in-person
Right.
events.
No, nothing.
So we tried to do that, and we're going to continue to meet and get creative on how to make sure that not only is the federal government responding to the needs of the Latino community, but what can we do at a local level as well.
And I'm sure it would have been a great celebration if it would have been, a normal deal. But New York made it happen, and LA and other big cities made it happen. They said that they sold more champagne that weekend than they have in New Year's the last 2 years. Imagine that.
Imagine that. I gotta say, I'm pretty sure the alcohol business is not suffering in
Not at
COVID.
all. Not at all.
Maybe the bars, but not the
No.
liquor stores.
No, but then now we got to get people in rehab after this is over because everybody's, drinking their wine while they're working. I know a few of those people. Yeah, then we got another issue we got to take care of. But that's why we need health care.
That's why we need health care.
Alvina Vasquez, thank you so much once again. And like I says, doors are always open here for you at KUHS, and we appreciate you coming out. Anything more you want to say to
I just want to ask everybody to stay home and don't travel for Thanksgiving. No hugs, no kisses. Let's try to be safe in the next 3 months until we get a new president that can actually give us real solutions.
There you go. There you have it once again. And the name of your company again, if somebody needs some kind of marketing.
It's powermapltd.com is my website, and you can read more about me and what I do.
There you go. And hey, she can do marketing for people in the world of politics. I'm sure she could do some great stuff for you in your business. Thank you once again, Alvina Vasquez, right here on KUHS, The Stream. And happy holidays to Alvina and her familia. Saludos. All right, we're getting locked out of the platforms. And thank you all once again, Alvina. Thank you for stopping